Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this lecture we will learn state with useState in the React. So go to the next slide and you will see the definitions of it. What is a use here? What is the states? Here state is a built-in React feature that store data that can change over time. Whenever the state changes, React automatically update the UI. Real world examples here: Instagram like count, dark light mode, and then shopping cart items. Form input, so hide password, and then notification count. So we will see all the examples in this tutorials, and then you'll see what useState is a React hook that allows functional component to create and manage the states. Here const state useState, here set state, it store the current values, and then set state, it is updated function that update your current values, and by default here by default you have to put its initial values. And then example like const count set count useState, it is equal to 0. So initial value it is a 0, you see here, and then set count, it is update functions, and then count store the current value. Here count current state value, set count function to update the state, and 0 is the initial values. So here we will see in the examples. Okay, here we will build the counter ifs, then increase and decrease the counter, so hide text, so hide password, then input field state, then character count, like button, Instagram styles, then dark mode toggles, then managing object state. Okay, this is all the examples we will see in this lecture. So let's open the VS Code and create a file. Here I'm going to let me close all and then create a new file. It is about state.jsx. Okay, not state. Here you can write counters.jsx. Okay. Then inside it here now define import use state from the read, and just import it, and then here define the functions counter, and then inside it we write in the const, and then count, and then set count, it is equal to it is useState and inside it 0 values, and then this is the return, and then inside it has to okay count, and then just write in the count, and then button inside it. Okay, here it is a increase button. Not like that. Here increase, and then on click, here on click, arrow functions, here set count, and then inside here count +1, and then it is a on click count useState is equal to 0, and then this counter you have to import inside it .jsx here from @ counter, and then here you have to inside it. Okay, here let me comment, and then here you, and then you will see here your count, it is increment decrement. Okay, one thing I want to show in the counter, let me just console.log your useState, what you have here useState. So you will see here in the terminals console, and you see okay, this is a useState, how it's look like. It is a function that is the initial state you have to pass, and then return the resolve dispatcher dot useState initial states. Okay, so you have to just console.log, and then you see what we have in the useState, and then it is a function. Let pass it and then check it how it looks. Okay, now you see it is a function, and then it return its length, it is 2, it means it return the 2 value as array, and then you can also send the default value, it is 0, suppose it is 0, and then now let me refresh it. So you see here you have console.log useState and puts initial value 0, it means it's look like this in the array. Okay, we have the two elements. First it is 0 and then second one it is a functions. Okay, this function is used to update this current state. Got it? So you know about this use state in the console. And then I'm going, this is the increment count. Now I'm going to also make the decrement count. Okay, increase decrement count, copy these buttons, and then here just minus, then decrement, this one decrement, and then you see you can increment, you can decrement. Okay, you can increment, you can decrement. So this is a second example of your slide. And why use it here? Because here quantity selector, shopping cart, score boards, you have to use this. Now here, so in hide text, I'm going to here, let me comment and then create another functions. Here you have to use state, and then functions, it is a toggle text, and then inside it, it is the const, and then so set, so it is equal to useState, and then it is false. Okay, then you have to return inside it this one, inside it button component, and then here button tags. Okay, that is toggle, and then the functions, function, it is here set, so this is set, so and you have to toggle the value from true to false, false to true, and then here if it is true you see so by default false, but whenever you click on this button then this will be true, and then here it is so. Okay, and h2 right, welcome to React. Okay, so you see here this example, and then check it here. Let me refresh, and then okay, why it is not visible? App.js files, this one counter. Okay, this is counter, and then buttons. Here this is not visible. Okay, one thing you can do to create another files. Okay, here you can create another files for it. Let me create a new files for it. Toggle text.jsx, this is jsx, and then paste it here. Okay, not in this one, this code here, copy it, paste it. Okay, then here useState, copy it, paste here. Okay, so this is the things inside app.js files. You have to import that files. You have to import, not this one, basically your file name toggle text from /toggle text, and then you have to render here. Let me comment this one, and it is self-closing, and you will see. Okay, it is still your button, it is not visible. Why? Toggle text, and then false, set so on click. Okay, so let me comment in this code. Okay guys, simple mistake. You have to export default, that I forget. Export default, here export default and toggle text. Refresh and you will see. Okay, just hide and show this text. You see height, and so this text. This is about your toggle text here. Then show in height password field. So for the password, what you can do here, look inside it here. Okay, inside it, let me create text logic, or you can create a separated files for it. Let's create that new file, and then password in input dot JSX, then copy code from here, password, paste it, and then here function document, and then that is so password, and then set so password is equal to this is useState, and then that is the false. Got it? And then inside here, this is a button on click, and then set for password. This is set for password, and then toggle the values just true and false. Here it is true and false, and then inside it your input field. Then inside it your input field, what type it is equal to, it is so password, and then it is text or password. Okay, now this, okay, change the function's name also, that is password, it is input. Copy that, then you have to paste it here, then import inside if.js files on the top. This is here, this is the import password from @ password input, and then you have to render that is here, this one, and then you have to render your component. This is password input. Okay, so this password input, this component here, this password input, on base of that. Okay, one thing that we forget, types of password and then sets of password. So let me check it here how it looks. Put here, this is your password, it is not visible, but when you click and you see password, it is visible. Here you can write what text. This is here, so inside, so password, and then it is a height, that is the so. Got it? And then now check it here. So here put it something, password is not visible, click, it is visible, you can hide, so hide, so. Okay, so this is example for so hide password. Got it? And then we have done the example for it for you. I'm going to here character count, it is very simple. So this is, okay, let me comment all that code, and then inside it here we will define that. This is the functions, and then character counter, and then inside it const text, then set text is equal to here useState, and then inside it is just empty strings. Okay, then you have to return inside it here JSX, and then inside it here the text area. Inside it is a text area, this one, and then that is the closing. Inside it here value, it is the text, and then on change, that is here are functions. This is you got the event, and then set text, and then e dot target dot values. this is text area, and then we have to show the character count characters, and then text dot length. Here you have to export, copy it, export default, and then you character count this one, and then you see text area. Okay, we need here useState is fine, and then in this file whatever you just write, you see a character 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. You see it is live count, it is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so this is an example for character counts. Okay, and then last one about your like button, like Instagram. So I'm going to define that component, this one inside here. Let me remove it and then import. Okay, we've already this useState, we will use here, and then import. This is like buttons, and then inside it write the const, and then likes, then set likes, it is equal to useState, and then initialize with the 0 values. Here's something wrong. What? It is the functions. This is here. It is functions like buttons. Okay. Then return the JSS component inside it. Here it's what? Likes. And then now it's below. This is the button component. What? Like, and then functions. Okay, one thing you have to put in the React fragment. Okay, so on click it is equal to, here make it a function set likes, and then likes plus 1, this one. Now check it here, your, let me rephrase. Okay, I know it. What is this? You have to export, copy it here, then export default like buttons here, and then like. Okay, you see it. You see it is a like button, and it is totally working like Instagram. Then next it is about the last. Okay, we have one more example. This time I'm going to see. Okay, this is the last one, light and dark mode. So comment, and then here define the functions, that is theme toggle, and then it is the const dark mode, and then set dark mode, it is equal to useState, it is equal to false, and then you have to return inside it div text. Okay, then inside it here button component, here write toggle themes, and then here h2 tag React theme example. Okay, so just implement simple logics. What? Here you have to put the styles, and then inside it here write, that is the background dark mode, and then here has 00, and then has FFF, changing the colors, okay, on basis of these conditions, and then color it is equal here dark mode, this one has FFF, and then has 000, then adding this 20px. Got it. So this is a okay guys, this is cut from the code from here, put inside the div tags, okay, in the parent element, and then inside toggle theme, just you can toggle the values. That is on click here, on click. It is our functions. This is here set dark mode, and then toggle the values dark mode. Now let me check it here. Okay, you have to also export, copy it, then export default theme toggles. Okay, then inside here you see you can toggle the theme black and white, white and blacks. Okay, so this is the example. Now you see the last things, common mistake here, directly updating state count plus 1. It is wrong. Okay, this process it is wrong here, but correct way you have to set count, it is updated function that update your current state value, then count plus 1. Got it? Okay, so it is all about the use state in the React. Then it is thank you. I will see you in the next lectures.